Okay, I'm going to talk to you about the vertical line test. What is this vertical line test? Well, the vertical line test determines if the graph is um, a graph of a function. Okay, so I'm going to draw a separate x-axis here, x and y-axis. And a vertical line test is just a vertical line. You can put anywhere. You can put it right there. You can even put it over here. You can put it right here. You can test it anywhere. But right here, let's look at graph. Let's call this graph A and this graph B. Okay, so in graph A, let's do the vertical line test. Remember, it determines if the graph is a graph of a function. So let's put it right here. And as you can see, it only intersects the graph once. So therefore, it is a function. Uh, it is a function, a function if it only intersects the graph once. So this is a function since it only intersects the graph once. Let's go again. What is a domain? Let's do the domain. The domain are all the x values, 2 and 4. 2 and 4. Okay, and what is our range? Our range are all the y values. It's also 2 and 4. Okay, now let's draw a little chart to the side. I'm going to go ahead and do it in this color. It's getting a little messy. Let's do it right here. X, Y, remember this is our domain and range. 2, these are x's, and these are y's. And 4, and 2, and 4. So, 2 this corresponds to this value, and this corresponds to this value, 4 and 4. So therefore, it is a function. As you can see, it is a function too, because remember, it is not a function if a next value corresponds to more than one y value. So um, I'll write it over here. How about number 2? It is not a function. Oh, okay, that's an n. Function if the x value or input corresponds to more than one y value. It is not a function if the x value corresponds to more than one value. So right here it's just corresponding to one value, so it is a function. Let's do example B. Let's do a vertical line test there. Okay, let's just throw it here. Let's just do it on the ordinates. So if I do the vertical line test, as you can see, it's intersecting twice. It's intersecting the graph twice, intersecting twice, intersecting 2 times. And look at over here at number 1. It is a function if it only intersects the graph once, but it's intersecting 2 times. Therefore, it is not a function. It is not a function. The graph is not a graph of a function. Okay, let's prove that. What is the domain? I'm running out of space here. The domain of this is all the x, 2 and 2. 2. It repeats, so you only have to put it once. And the range is the y values, -2 and 2. Okay, so let's draw a little chart. Let's call this x and y. You know what? I'm going to confuse you if I do that. No, wait, no, that's fine. Okay, so our x values, we have 2. Our y values, -2 and 2. So this, let's do the first one. 2 corresponds to 2, but 2 also corresponds to -2. So you see, it's corresponding to 2. So right here it says at number 2, it is not a function if the x value corresponds to more than one y value, and that's what it's doing right here. So therefore, it is not a function, and also because it's intersecting 2 times. And there you go. That is the vertical line test.